Check out this fantastic weave that I put in a frame. This is a fire kaleidoscope weave that I did using Patrick Lowe's Glisten Opulence with some Glisten Regular. It's going on my wall. It's fabulous, and I am beyond excited, and I had to share it with all of you. So if this is your first time here, my name's Matthew of Mixed Domestic. This is an inclusive sewing and crafting space and community. And if that sounds good to you, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the bell to get notified when new videos come out. This video, I'm going to share with you how I put this in a frame. A lot of folks ask what I do with my weaves. And yes, sometimes I actually do make them to put on the wall. And I had a couple other art pieces on my wall, and then I had a weave. Before, this one was in there, but it didn't match. Also gorgeous, also kaleidoscope. If you want to learn how to do it, I'll card here, and it's also in my book, so get my fabric weaving book. But I'll show you the steps to putting a weave made out of fabric into a frame and on your wall. So let's get into it. I have made this awesome fire kaleidoscope weave to go on my wall and replace one so that it matches with the other art pieces in this section. And in order to prepare it for the frame that I'm going to put in, I decided it might be good to show y'all how I do it. Because yes, that is one of the things that I do with my weaves, is to put them on the wall when they really, really blow me away. And this one was designed to blow me away. So I have the front plexiglass part. I had to order a new one for the frame. And I'm just gonna put this on here and see where it matches up to the existing seam that I stitched around. I want this to be flush right here. It's centered. It doesn't catch the stitch lines. So I need to trace this either with tape or with a marker and then stitch right inside of it, the part that's going to be hidden by the frame, so that it doesn't fall apart whenever I trim it to put it in the frame. So that's what I'm going to do now. Since it's placed how I want it to be placed in the frame, I am going to use a Sharpie. Yeah, I'm going to draw on this. Right here. And this is to know where the stitch line needs to be. Now I'm going to, right inside of this line, stitch probably 1/8 of an inch right inside of that line, so that whenever I trim it, it still keeps it intact and doesn't start to fray. I'll bring this over to my sewing machine to show you how. So now I'm ready to stitch, and I'm gonna do a closer stitch length just to make sure. So instead of the regular 2.4, that's my auto setting, I'm gonna bring it down to 2. And then I'm going to just use this as a line. See where that line is? And go right inside of it. Now I am going to take out the old weave, which is gorgeous, but it just doesn't go with the other ones. And so now I'll turn that into something fabric-y. And I am going to measure this little lip right here to see if I need to unpick my original stitch line in some places. So this is a little bit shy of 1/4 inch. So I am going to need to unpick that original line. Oh my gosh, now that I have my reading glasses on, it's so much easier to do. Let's just take a gander real quick so I can see what it looks like framed, because I want to see. Dun, 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 dun. It's gonna look so beautiful. Now I'm ready to cut it, and I'm gonna use the old piece of plexiglass because I don't know what happened there, but like someone had an accident on it. That way I can put my hands all over it without worrying. To do the trimming. So the next thing that I'm going to do is prepare this so that it will affix to the board slightly. And I'm going to use some peel and stick fabric fuse. It's a permanent fabric tape just along the top so that it'll stick, but I'll be able to remove it if I need to. So you need to know where you want the top to be. And for me, I wanted the sun. There's like a starburst or a flame burst that I wanted to maintain. Yeah, I'm gonna use the whole thing. And with an iron, heat set it slightly, and remove it. Here is the frame board. I used a spray adhesive the other time, and it maintained for a little bit, but not for as long as I needed it to. That's why I'm switching to this fabric fuse situation. Line it up on the very top. Boom, 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 shake around. And then now, I am gonna use steam here. High heat, high steam. Just hold it in place for, I don't know, long enough to make sure that it sets, but it doesn't burn. So like 10 seconds. And I'll do that a couple times so it really, really affixes. Give it a final press. I'll just go one more pass. I'm going to let this cool before I put it behind the plexiglass so it doesn't stain up the plexiglass, and then I'll frame it and put it on the wall and we're good to go. So now it has cooled off and it is ready to frame. Ta-da. There we go. This makes me so happy because that is gonna look so good on my wall. Like so good. Check out this weave. It deserved to be put in a frame. It's amazing and gorgeous, and I cannot wait to stare at this for hours and hours while in my living room while it is housed on my staircase. So come with me to go put it on the wall, and then I'll show you the other pieces that I have and how it all goes together.
Yeah, I'm just gonna record so that way we
Are you recording?
Yeah. You always edited it.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. So it goes right here. Is this straight? Love it.
How did this wall become all cool colors?
See, look at them all together. My weave. This is from Rashida Coleman Hale, and then this is Juicy Juice's Moonstruck that I did with April Rhodes collection. They all look beautiful together. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you are inspired to put quilty and weavy things in a frame and on your wall because it's art, y'all, and it's fun to look at. So until next time, happy sewing.